Got a bit of an update on the, I believe it's the Angel Custom charging handle here that is from Evic for the Western Arms rifles. This is the King Arms TWS 9, and unfortunately, let's see if I can show you guys this. It seems like there's play back and forth, which is allowing, you can kind of see how that's able to wiggle, whereas in the stock King Arms one, it's not really able to wiggle as much, a lot less wiggle. And I believe what's happening is the bolt stop dealy here, because this is able to wiggle, it's getting slightly, ever so slightly crooked, and then it's digging in. I'm gonna have to get a flashlight to show you this. It's digging in. I don't know if you can see that little line right. Oh man, it's hard to see. It's right on the inside, right here. There's a little gouge mark that runs. Yeah, you can see it there. So I'm gonna swap the King Arms one back in. I'm gonna test it, see if that works. If that fixes the issue, then what I will most likely do is try to wrap this with something, or use something to fill the inside of this. But I think that's gonna be harder, so I will probably end up trying to wrap this with some electrical tape or something, and see if that fills it in enough that it doesn't weeble wobble. Figured I should probably try and recreate the problem for you guys so you can see kind of what happens, how it happens, all that shenanigans. So let's see if we can make this happen. Works fine there. Let's hold the bolt, hold up and down so we can go. And oh, I should probably see, this is why you check the chamber, guys. This is why you always treat these things like real guns and check the chamber. I about had a negligent discharge. This would not be the first time I've done this, because anyways. Be better than me. So let me get rid of this in the trash. There we go. Locks back, nice. All right, let's hold down the bolt, hold open, and of course now it's gonna work fine. Why do you do this to me? Ooh, it happened a little bit there. There we go. There we go. So now you see the gap there? That's not supposed to be there. Originally, I was just thinking that was because the hop-up was installed incorrectly, which, not incorrectly, it was just too big. But, check out what happens now. So with that bolt locked, or well, not locked, but not hitting home, for us to get it to get the upper receiver off, we gotta push it home, pull the upper receiver off, or well, fold it forward and then pull it off. Now what I noticed at the field was when I had it like this, I would try to pull this and it's locked, like it's scraping on something as it comes off. That's what leads me to believe that it's getting cockeyed in there, because if it didn't have to, if it didn't rub coming out, that would show me that it's, fitting absolutely fine, which it does. Normally speaking, nice and smooth, right? So there should be nothing impeding it, but sometimes with this on there, it goes a little crooked. I don't know when this started. It worked fine with this charging handle for probably a solid 3 months of using HPA indoors and running it I don't know, maybe 500-600 rounds per day, I guess. Maybe a little more, depending on who I was playing, how I was shooting. So I'll put the original handle back in. We're gonna give this a shot and see if it does the same thing. Looking pretty good. Okay. Let's see how she do. All right. Let's hold down the bolt, hold open, and see, that looks like it did it on the first try. Well, let's check. So, let's see if this is stuck. Yep. Yeah, it's stuck. So it seems like the King Arms charging handle is not the fix to this. Man, how the heck is this thing getting in there crooked? That's what I want to know. It's like if it comes in and it would have to go like trying to recreate it just by moving the bolt around as I slide it back and forth, and I can't seem to recreate the issue. It's like it gets, yeah, I don't know. I'm going to keep the King Arms bolt in. I'm going to test it a little bit more, see if it happens a lot or if it just slightly or starts to kind of go away as it wears in, I guess. And then we'll go from there and see what happens. So, yay, problems. I might have spoken too soon. Yeah. King Arms charging handles back in. It did bind up that first time. However, I have not been able to get it to bind up since. Works great. It's really hard to do that with your middle finger. You're trying to hold the bolt open with your other finger. I'll do the other way. There we go. Seems to work just fine. So I'm going to try wrapping the upper part of this now, I guess. So I'm going to get some electrical tape. This up here at the top. This is what I'm going to try to make a little bit thicker by wrapping some electrical tape around it, hoping that I can get it to fit better in here so we don't have as much play. And if I can get that to work, then my little bolt condom will allow my non-matching gold thingies to gold together. I have added electrical tape. Now this isn't what I would do as like a final deal, but just as a test to see, can I get it fitting better? And it does definitely fit better. Fits a lot more closely to how this used to fit when it did fit. But I'm hoping that works, so I'll give it a shot. There we go. That should work better. We'll find out. Where's my magazine? All right, let's make the boom booms. Let's see if it gets stuck. Oh, I should probably put it off safety, huh? Nothing. Gas in that one. Let's try the next one. Ooh, had a little bit there. Nothing. Just full auto a bit. Also nothing. Hey, that's pretty good. Okay. So maybe that works. For those of you guys who are out there that are wanting a charging handle, you don't want to pay a lot of money. The Angel Custom one, apparently with some thickening, can work. doing an update almost immediately. It looks like this thing is working great just the way I had it. I wrapped a little bit too far out front here, so if you do it, I would recommend making sure that the front is open a bit, because it does bunch the tape up a little tiny bit there in the front. So I might have to kind of wiggle that back a bit. My cut for the tape is along this side here going down. That way if it does unroll a little bit, it only pushes the bolt further down. It doesn't push it sideways or whatever else. Or at least that's my hope. I don't know if that's actually gonna work or not. The electrical tape being nice and smooth and shiny with a little bit of GHK lube in here works wonderfully. It slides oh so clean, oh so smooth. So this seems like it'll be a great fix. I don't know about the long term, but yeah, there you go.